Hi, legends. Welcome to the live stream. Let me just see if the feed is coming through. Yes, it all looks good. Mic should be good. Screen should be good. Yes, yeah, the feed is coming through. Welcome, legends. Smash up the like on your way in and make sure that you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. This is where we do real technical analysis in terms of probabilities of where the market can go, looking at those levels and legends. Whew, I mean, what a flash crash here to the downside. And if you've been following me for a while, you know exactly. I have been talking about this potential ABC for most likely the last 3-4 days. Okay. Even during my last YouTube stream, legends, do you guys remember? Do you remember? Okay. The ABC that we've been talking about, hitting the 1.618 level from an extended perspective, okay, grabbing the liquidity above the high, grabbing the liquidity below the low, flushing out the longs and the shorts, resetting the market, and that's exactly what happened. Yesterday during my live stream as well, I said, legends, if you want to short, this is it. That's where you short. Okay, you cannot take that high because if you tap the 1.618, we're most probably going to make a shallow correction and continue momentum here to the upside. If you've paid attention in class, right, this was the short. It had such an easy invalidation. And I spoke about the scenario yesterday, but we also were looking for a little bit of a long scenario over here, which I will tackle in a moment, which also played out to perfection. Right. I mean, technical analysis never ceases to amaze me. And people that say that Fibonacci's and fib extensions and Elliott wave theory is a bunch of BS, well, right, these levels hit to perfection. Legends, I mean, now that the structure has played out, okay, we have actually, and it's not me, it's purely based on technical analysis, fib extensions, Elliott wave theory, where we were looking at an A, B, C from a worst case scenario perspective. So legends, I mean, smash up the like if you guys enjoy the technical analysis, because guess where we got the bounce, right? I unfortunately did not trade the short to the downside because I went to bed. Okay. But I mean, if I take a fib extension, and I've gone through this multiple times from the high to the low, to the high. Okay. We tapped. Where did we? I mean, come on, guys. Technical analysis is just absolutely amazing. ABC flat, right? Let me just see. I think I already have it here, right? Form the ABC flat that we've been talking about for many days already, to say, legends, as we were trading here, okay, as we were trading here, I said, guys, I think we have a potential for an ABC flat. And what I like about the scenario is the psychology behind it. You make people believe we are going higher. We have claimed $100,000. Retail is going to long the crap out of, okay, 100K, now we go long. Bull market continue. Where do these people put their stop losses? Below the lowest point and below these pivots over here. Okay, that's where they put their stop losses. People that thought this is the top, where did they put their stop losses? Right over here. Okay, liquidation, stop losses, however they want. And this is basically the scenario that I highlighted here. Stop losses, stop losses. Wouldn't it be beautiful to get an ABC flat? You reset the market, you flush out all the shorts, you flush out all the longs, and then once you've reset the market, momentum continues to the upside. Well, okay, now the scenario has played out. And guess where we got the bounce, legends? I mean, I've made a video specifically around the 1.618 to show everyone how powerful that level is. I even back tested the 1.618 in that video that I made. I can't remember if it will still show here. If I go onto my channel, I think it was a live stream, if I'm not mistaken. It even says 1.618 on the thumbnail, right? I can't, yes, there we go, right? 1.618. You see it all over nature. You see it in sunflowers. You see it in seashells. It's a universal number that no one can really explain why it's so powerful. But it's even respected from a trading perspective, from a monetary perspective. The 1.618 level is an extremely powerful level. And guess where we got the bounce? Let me zoom in here, legends. I mean, okay, just we tapped the 1.618 to the dollar, like to the dollar, got the bounce back to the upside in an ABC flat. For those of you that were awake and you paid attention in class and you were able to catch this long, congratulations. Okay, what now? The question is, okay, what is the probabilities now? Okay, Dewald, the ABC flat played out. Congratulations. What now? Okay. Cool, legends. What I was looking at in this structure over here, okay, and maybe before I dive into the technical analysis over here, because, you know, I want to just explain exactly what I'm looking at here in the moment. Let me say hi to the beautiful community. Okay, let's go through some comments. Let me say hi, smash up the like, and a little bit of an early live stream today, but I just wanted to talk about the structure and the potential and the probabilities that I'm looking at the moment. Hello, hello, Bata. Hello, hello, legends. Smash the like button on your way in. I hope, you know, all you have to do is hit like, right, legends, but not a lot of people like to do it. The like button is sometimes a little bit bearish. Dimitri, welcome to the live stream. Ravihola owns, hi. Does anyone know, can I pay for community using crypto? Yes, you can. You can join our free Discord community, and it's the first link down in the description. As always, I see some people get confused with the links down in the description. So let me just quickly explain. Okay. If you go down in the description, you click more, it then opens up the description. Inside of the description, I have 111, 110 people watching and 6 minutes ago, right? Ignore these links over here, right? The first link is join our Legends community for daily trading setups, in expert insights, private live streams, and more. That's the link that you select to go and join either our free Discord, okay, or the paid Legends Pro community. Right, that's the first link. You can join the free Discord community if you would like to pay with crypto and go and log a support ticket. It's as simple as that, right? I just want to see here on top, support. We have a support section where you can log a support ticket and just tell the admin people that's going to help you in there, hey, I want to pay with crypto, and they will sort you out, right? They will tell you exactly how to do it. Cool, legends. That's basically where you join our free Legends Pro or our free community and our paid for community. Then a little bit further down, I have a heading that says exchanges. Okay, and I have Bluffin and Weeks, which is two of my favorite exchanges at the moment where I do most of my trading. I do use Bybit and 𝗞𝗍 as well, but I mean, if you are from a country that's not so free, and for some reason you can't use these exchanges, especially if you want to do some leverage trading, okay, Bluffin, only an email and a password, you can start trading, and you also still get that 10% cash back when you deposit money into your features account, right? And then I've got Weeks, which I 4x'd my account already here on Weeks, and by using the link, you get up to $20,000 sign-up bonus and low trading fees by using this link. So these are the most important links: the Legends community and the two exchanges that I use, where you benefit from some amazing deals. Okay. Right. So cool, legends. That is basically how this description works. So please don't feel confused. I think I've tried to make it as simple as possible, and these are basically the links that you can pay attention to down in the description. Cool, legends. So now, hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍. Welcome to the live stream. Royal Crystal Garden. Hi, everyone. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝗿. Hello, Dewald. Let's look at the scam week. Yes, we are looking at the scam week. Okay. And I'm going to discuss the probabilities in a moment. So you want to pay attention what could potentially happen next, right? Because now the question is, as per the thumbnail, Bitcoin has crashed here to the downside. Can we go lower? What is the probabilities from an up or a downwards perspective? Is there higher probabilities to move up, or is there higher probabilities to come and claim the low? And I will discuss that in a moment. Marco, hi people. Kevin, morning. Welcome to the live stream. Basama, hello. Hi, Dewald. Again, people going long on BTC with high leverage, they will be liquidated again. Yes, and I mean, that's what the market does, right? I think most of the liquidity has been grabbed. I just want to switch myself off here and show you something. Okay. Do you guys see the liquidation heat map? Yeah, because when my head's in the way, you guys can't see this. And this is the psychology scenario that I wanted to see play out. Okay. We flushed out all of the shorts. Can you guys see? Massive shorts were flushed out with this little pump here to the upside. And look at all the longs that was flushed out. Okay, so this plan or this scenario actually played out to perfection. And this is what I like to see from an ABC flat corrective structure. Flat corrective structures are very common in most markets, especially in Bitcoin, where you reach the top of an impulse. Okay, let me just put myself back on here. Hello. Right. Okay, you basically have the end of an impulse. And some people will count this and say, okay, cool, this is the end of the impulse to the upside. I can count 5 beautiful waves. Now we have to go down in a 3-wave structure. And yes, your normal corrective 3-wave structure is an A, B, C. Okay, 3-wave corrective structure, and then you continue momentum to the upside. Very, very common 3-wave corrective structures. But then you get these nasty little ones that play out often, that confuses a lot of people that don't know a lot about technical analysis and Elliott wave theory, where they believe this is the end of the impulse, okay? Where you basically, your corrective structure makes A, okay? Your 5 waves down, okay? A wave are always a 5-wave structure. A waves are always 5-wave structures. A B wave can be any corrective structure. They are very complex, but usually they look like 3-wave structures without counting the sub-degrees counts in here. But at 1, 2, 3, it's a 3-wave structure. Okay, in your B wave, that makes people believe that you're going higher. And all it's basically doing, it wipes out everyone that's getting bullish over here, thinking that the correction is over. Thinking that the correction is over. ABC, okay, correction done. We start the pump back to the upside. It flushes out everyone, right, in a B flat, which is a corrective structure, and it comes back down for a nasty C that usually claims the A point. And it did claim the A point, okay? Because where did people put their stop losses? Down here and down here. So it flushed all of them out. And this is the beauty about ABC corrective structures. They play out often, basically making people believe that you're going higher and also then wiping out the longs. Okay, wipe out the longs, wipe out the shorts, you reset the funding rates, the market, and then, okay, the impulses continue back to the upside. That is usually how a ABC flat corrective structure works. And that is the purpose of the structure, is to confuse people, flush out both sides of the market, and then you continue. Okay, so it played out to perfection. And I think especially with this momentum that we have here, to the upside, aggressive momentum to the upside, you will see a lot of ABC flat corrective structures. Okay, it just, you know, there's a lot of retail coming back. There's a lot of people shorting. There's a lot of people longing. Funding rates is going to go through the roof, and you will see a lot of ABC corrective structures just flashing out both sides of the market and then continue. So be careful, right? Especially if you have high leverage positions and you don't play with stop losses, you will get liquidated. Right. Cool, legends. Now let's dive into this structure over here. Okay, let's focus now on this structure, because now we can potentially count a completed A, B, C. Now the question is, Dewald, now what? Is the probability higher to go down lower, or is the probability higher to go up? Okay, so now I can just clean up this a little bit over here, take the fib extensions out the way. Let's just clean up the kitchen. So the one scenario that I'm now keeping an eye on, okay, and maybe before I get to that, there's something else I just want to show you guys, because I spoke about this yesterday during my live stream, which played out to perfection. Remember, guys, yesterday during my live stream, I said 2 things. I said, if you want a short, this is the zone. This is the zone where you want to short because you cannot take that high unless it's a little bit, you claim the high like a little, but you should not tap the 1.618. Okay. This was the zone to short based on the ABC corrective structure. But I also spoke about this long. Okay, depending on how price reacts at this level. And there was a couple of rules that I made very clear yesterday during my update for potential long year to the upside. I say, legends, the range low strategy is a very powerful strategy because depending on what price action you see here, you will almost know with great certainty or with a higher probability which way price is going to go. Right. When you have a pump to the upside, that first low that you made and then you start consolidating is what I refer to as the range low. And what you want to see, okay, and you need to pay attention because I'm going to speak about this again, where the structure is at the moment. There's another one, okay. Where price made that first low is your range low. If price comes down, what you want to see, this is what I refer to as a tap and go. It needs to tap the level and leave. So it's quite an easy trade from a risk management perspective. You enter as you get the acceptance back above. You have your stop loss glued to this low, and that's because now price has to move away and it's not allowed to tap the level again. This is the important rule. Mostly, okay, in from a backtesting perspective, if price taps the level and it taps it again, you increase the probabilities of filling the inefficiency and even going down lower. And that is exactly what happened. So if you followed the rules of the strategy, you would have known, oh crap, we're going down, okay? Because we tapped it once, we tapped it again, and we tapped it again. And as we broke down, we retested it as resistance. And because we tapped it more than once and price did not successfully move away, right? You want to take the stop loss. You need to take that knock on the chin. Because of these multiple taps over here, price is most likely going to come and fill the inefficiency, which it did. It tapped the trend, it tapped the line multiple times. It even retested it as resistance, and we went down way further than just filling the inefficiency. Okay, so if I attempted a long over here last night, what I would have done is I would have most probably entered the long, okay? If I was in front of the charts and attempted the long over here. So if I was trading this long, I would have entered right over here. As we dip below and we got acceptance back above, I would have entered here with my stop below the low. Now, there's two things that I could have done over here. When we tap the level for the second time, I could have exited my position because I know the rules of the strategy. It's most likely, even with a retracement to the upside, going to come and smack me out. So I could have decided as a trader to exit my position because we tapped it for the second time. Or I could have said, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to leave my stop loss and I'll wait to get stopped out. Okay. And that's exactly what happened. So if I left it, I would have been stopped out. And then here you can then make a shorting decision, right? You stop above the week over here, you come back for a retest, and then you ride the momentum to the downside. So legends, this range low strategy also played out to perfection if you follow the rules. Okay, so you need to pay attention to the rules. Because I'm going to talk about it now again. It could potentially play out again. Miss Melanie, good morning, everyone from New York. Welcome to the live stream. JD, Dewald, take a look at TIA and BTC dominance. TIA and BTC dominance. I will go check that out in a moment. Guys, I'm just going to focus here on Bitcoin and then we can do some altcoin shopping after the fact. I do see some altcoins that looks juicy. And surprisingly, okay, now that we are on the altcoin topic, I really expected a little bit more of a flash crash from some of our favorite altcoins with this momentum to the downside. And I was very surprised when I woke up this morning and some of the alts did nothing. They just held their ground. Okay. So not as deep as a retracement that I was looking for. For example, if I go and check out, I mean, I was looking at this token now, but if what's Miro? I was looking at Miro because I'm still in the Miro trade and I highlighted the trade here on the live stream. Okay. I'm not sure if any of you are still in the Miro trade. right? I went and I looked at Myro and I was like, my alarms didn't go off. Why didn't I get stopped out? I'm sure that, what happened? Myro just like many alts, is just holding its ground, right? Entry is still intact. Stop loss is still intact, still above the trend. Okay. But now it looks like with these little retracements that we are getting, that it's impacting the altcoin market. But nonetheless, let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin here a little bit further, and we can go and have a look at our favorite altcoins because some of them are potentially still in great buy zones. Okay, I want to talk about Layer AI. I want to talk about AGI. I want to talk about many altcoins, right, legends? Can you check Luke's massive volume on the weekly? I will have a look. Hello from Sweden, Cyrus. Welcome to the live stream. Crypto Ricky, good morning. Welcome, Mr. Pac-Man in the house. Thanks for joining, supporting. Always appreciated. Did you manage to get the Bluffin issues sorted? Oh, yeah, I did see he locked the ticket, so I'm sure, someone is helping him out. And I did see that our support team has reached out to Bluffin to sort it out. So I'm not sure if it's already sorted, but I know it's in the process of being sorted. Okay, Flux is killing me. I mean, there's another token that just ran parabolically to the upside that I highlighted to the Legends Pro community yesterday. There's a token that I highlighted yesterday to the Pro community, and I told them I haven't done proper research on it, but oh my word, from a technical perspective, it looks amazing. So I bought a small little position, and then I wanted to conclude my research and then maybe add a little bit more to that position. And then it just ran away. It literally just exploded. Okay, and I will go through that token in a moment as well. I feel like Andy holding Chainlink with how Flux is acting at the moment. Litecoin, Mr. Godfather, I will go through that. Okay, I get stopped out on Myro. You got stopped out on Myro. So yeah, but then obviously if you got stopped out on Myro, I think you moved your stop loss up way too early. You started protecting position way too early. Remember, you want to see momentum up to the upside before you start protecting position or moving up your stop loss. So that is where your stop loss is supposed to go. Okay. Right, so if you got stopped out, then it means that your stop loss was a little bit tight. Okay, little bit tight. Right, legends, I'm still in that trade. I've got it open on Bluffin, I think, and Weeks. Can't remember. One of those two exchanges, links down in the description if you'd like to come and trade with me, because you can open up some swing positions, low leverage positions, and the percentage moves makes it worth the while to play with low leverage. Okay. Cool, legends. Now, probabilities. Okay, now we can dive into what I want to discuss now. So I can now take this line out the way. It did what it was supposed to do. The nice little decision line, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, welcome, welcome. And now we can discuss probabilities. So the one thing I do want to highlight, okay, before we discuss probabilities now, is that because of this low over here, me as a technical trader, okay, I see this as the end of something and the start of something new. And me, from a technical perspective, I want to see more data. And what I mean by more data, I want to see more candle opens and closes on the 15-minute time frame so that I can see what structure is starting to form. Price action after we made the low is still very fresh, and it's difficult for me as a technical trader to try and trade right now with this little price action that I see. Okay, so what I am specifically looking for is that because we have tapped, okay, the 1.618 over here, and because this is a C wave to the downside, the first thing that I look out for is, did it form a 5-wave structure to the downside? Because if it did not form a 5-wave structure, there's still the probability of going down once more. And this is what I look at. Okay. So the first thing I look at this, is this a 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th wave where you still expect the 5th wave to the downside. And this is the beauty about Elliott wave theory, is that I can then take a fib. Okay, I take my noble fib retracement from number 2 to number 3 that I'm speculating on. And here is where the invalidation is. if the retracement stopped at the 0.382 maximum target 50%, and we were trading over here, I would have said, watch out, legends, we can still potentially come and claim this low. But because we tapped the 0.618, it does increase the probabilities that the fourth wave is invalidated. Okay, and this is not a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this could be an A, B, and this is the C wave, right? Where you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can count a 5-wave structure in this little move down, where this is an A, B, C, and in the C wave there is 5 waves. Okay, so now I have probabilities. Okay, and this is what trading is about. I want to know, is the probability higher to move up and the low is in, or is the probability still there to come and claim the low? Because we tapped the 0.618, now I can say that the probabilities are higher that this low is protected. Okay, right. Hope that makes sense. Legends, smash up the like for the education over here. I'm sharing with you very, very, very juicy technical analysis and education over here that you're most likely going to pay a lot of money for from someone else. Okay, I don't mind just dropping information, dropping education, showing you guys exactly what my thinking process is when I determine my next trading opportunities. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. This is how I get to my game of probabilities, right? 5-wave structure in C. We have tapped the 0.618, which increases probabilities that this could be the low. It doesn't matter, however, okay, we could still come back in a 3-wave structure, but not take this low. So now that I have the probabilities, I am very interested to look for long opportunities. Okay, so I want to see what structure is going to form over here so that I know where I need to look for longs. I am not going to just long this bad boy over here with a 50x leverage position because I know that the probabilities are high that we're not going to claim the low. Because this movement to the downside is still significant enough to liquidate you even if you make a higher low in this zone. Right, so that's not how I trade. I, as a technical trader, sit on my hands, I'm patient, and I want to see what structure is going to develop now. And I'm looking for 3 things, okay? The 3 things that I'm looking for. Shelby, great job, Dewald. Thanks, like as always. Pleasure, man. Emperor, you are the best, Mr. Dewald. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. 618 was only touched on some charts. All right. I mean, I just, I trade the chart in front of me. Okay. But now, even if the 618 was only touched on some charts, now you have to ask yourself the question, well, if you're still expecting a 5th wave to the downside to come and claim the low and make it touch all charts, your retracement went too deep. Okay, because I can almost guarantee you on every single chart, if you take a fib from this high to this low, you have tapped the 0.618, which invalidates a 5th wave to the downside from an Elliott wave perspective. Okay, sorry guys, I just want to close my emails. It's quite distracting popping up here on my screen. Okay, right. So legends, it is not to say, okay, I just want to make this clear. Trading for me is a game of probabilities. If I have a 70% probability, okay, that the low is in, and I have a 30% probability, okay, that the low can still be taken, I'm a probability trader. I don't FOMO into trades based on emotions and what I think and feel like. I trade based on probabilities because that's how you make money. The 30% can still play out. Just remember that. So when I highlight probabilities, I'm saying that there's a higher probability that the low is in. But there is always a probability that you can still take the low. I trade the higher probability. Okay, that is how I make money as a trader. Because when I trade probabilities, I'm not gambling. I'm investing or trading with good risk management, okay, based on a higher probability. So I just want to make that clear because some people, will go and say, Dewald said, the low is in. I'm going to 100x my entire account. And then something happens. Maybe we reject here by the trend. We fall down, we take the low, and they blame me. And all I'm going to say is the 30% probability played out. I didn't see it. Well, I knew it could play out, but there was a lower probability for it. But why did you just blindly enter? Okay. Why did you not follow, okay, your 3Ws? If I cannot follow my 3Ws, I don't enter the trade, even if I know that the low could be protected. If I do not know why I'm entering the trade, because why are you entering over here? There's no reason why you are entering over there. Where are you going to take profits, and where is your risk management? If you cannot answer all 3Ws, you should not enter a trade, even if you know that the low is protected. I'm looking for a better entry so that I can have better risk management. Okay, hope that makes sense. Great TA, Mr. HB. Thank you so much. I need a sip of my coffee over here. Okay, I love to educate. What can I say? And when these movement plays out, it gives me a great opportunity to educate, right, legends? And I hope this is why you enjoy my channel, is because I educate and I show you exactly why my probabilities, okay? What am I looking for next? Okay, so legends, now because I know the probabilities are higher not to come and claim this low, okay? We have tapped the 0.618. I now need to look for three things. And the three things that I'm looking for, and I know this is very complex and difficult for some people to understand. I need to just draw it out. I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking for this structure because now we have the low. We have already a pump here to the upside, but I want to see how the corrective structure is going to develop. So now that I've spoken about number one that I'm looking for, we can either form an impulsive structure to the upside, but we are still here, okay? Because I want to get into this wave. This is the wave I want to trade. So I want to get in there. Okay, so now if I go back to the price of Bitcoin and show you what I'm looking for, is that all I see at the moment is a pump to the upside. I don't see a retracement yet. I would like ideally to see a three-wave corrective structure. When I take my fib from the low to the high, okay, if there's some nice alignment by the 618, whatever the case might be, but the structure is still very fresh, because what I'm trying to say over here is we could still move up here and then come back down for a three-wave structure. So if I now take a fib from the low to this high, the only high that we have right now, okay, I am now speculating. So this could be the high for now. Okay, but if we start coming down lower, I'm going to say, okay, now the probabilities increase that this was the high. We are now finally correcting back to the downside. And I want to see a three-wave corrective structure. And once we start falling down here, now I have areas of confluence. I have a 0.382, which is usually in bullish momentum a great target. What I also like about the 0.382 is, guess what? We have another range low. And this is why I went through the range low education. Okay. So take my line, take a magnet, and I snap it on so that I know that I've got it exactly where it needs to be. And I call it, where's my text? I call it the range low. Okay. So now I'm speculating if this is the high. Okay, this is the confluence that I'm looking at. If this is the high, if we move up, I will simply move my fib up. Okay, that's what I will do, right? But now that is the high that we have. So if we start correcting a little bit further down and we start claiming these lows over here, I'm going to say, okay, this is potentially the top. Now I'm very interested in longs because I now know my probability. Okay. So if we start coming down, now we have a range low in confluence with the 0.382. So what do I want to see? If price falls down, I want to see a tap and go. I will enter with my stop loss below the low. And as soon as price moves in my favor, I will protect my position. That's just my style of trading. Some people like to leave their stop losses to give it some breathing room. But because I know the strategy, I know that if you tap the level, guess what? If you tap this level again, you increase the probabilities of coming to full inefficiency. Okay. You don't always have to fill the entire inefficiency, but it is said that at least 50% of the inefficiency needs to be filled. So even if we if we come back down and we tap it again and we start going down lower, right? It doesn't mean that you have to take the low, but it does mean that you are going down lower. You're not going to respect this level. Okay. Then I will be looking at the 0.618, the 50% fib level, and I will observe how price action reacts. The maximum target, okay, the maximum, absolute maximum target must be the 0.786, okay, because when you form, let me go back to my picture that I had here on top somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. Let me go back to the 30-minute, zoom in. I had a picture, oh, I deleted it, I think. Right, when I go back to my picture, when you form a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, this retracement, okay, should have a maximum target of the 786. That is the, I would say, the maximum target considered for a 1, 2. It's not a hardcore rule in Elliott wave theory. It says that 80% of the time, the second wave bounces maximum at the 786. But you could have a scenario where you retrace a little bit deeper to the 0.88, okay, where you could still form a wave 2. It's not ideal because now the 0.88 probability starts kicking in. If you tap the 0.88, any momentum away is generally considered corrective and you're going to take the low. So I will be paying close attention to the 0.88. And again, it's just based on a game of probabilities. I don't want, from a technical perspective, the 0.88 to be tapped. Although Elliott wave theory states, okay, the hardcore rule is that the second wave can retrace even up to 99% of wave 1. So it could literally fall, and before it takes the low, it turns around. It can still be a wave 2. It just doesn't happen often. It's very, very rare. It's a low probability. Okay, so now we have some areas of confluence, okay? And basically what this now boils down to, legends, is that I need to be a little bit more patient as a technical trader to see how price is going to develop right now. I do have a range low. I do at the moment have a 0.382, and I'm going to be paying attention to what happens over here. Do I open up a long, or based on what I see over here, can I wait for a little bit lower levels for a better entry and my stop will go below the low? And even though I am aware that the probabilities are higher that this could be the low, I will still trade with a stop loss because there's always that 30% chance, okay, that the market is going to do something that I didn't see from a technical perspective. Okay. Right. Also, what I'm seeing is okay, let me just take my face here out the way so everyone can see this. This is usually where I like to look at liquidity as well on the lower time frames, okay? So if I look at the last 24 hours, let's just go check it out. You can see how the shorts are piling up. So if you think that there are people aggressively longing at the moment, guess what? There are more people shorting at the moment. People saw the momentum down and they think Bitcoin's going to crash. The high is in. We failed to claim $100,000. And this is why you're seeing a lot more shorts entering at the moment. Okay, so even from a liquidity perspective, this is now where I start building confluence. Okay, so from an Elliott wave perspective, the probability are high that the low is in. We've also tapped the 618 when I take a fib from the high to the low. Okay, 2 ticks already. Third tick is more people are shorting at the moment. Okay, so that also increases probabilities that we're most likely going to go higher even with a retracement. And that is basically, in a nutshell, legends. Where can I like to be? That is basically how I build up probabilities from a trading perspective. And if you guys enjoy the education, all I ask is that you smash up the like button, so that the YouTube algorithm can tell people about my channel. I was really hoping, one of my goals for this year was I was really hoping for 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And I think I'm at 3,800 subscribers. And it does look like I'm not going to hit my personal goal target, but I mean, I came close enough. So I appreciate the support over here. And if you are not subscribed and you enjoy the education, because on this channel, I teach people how to do technical analysis properly. Okay. Properly, so that you don't have to watch anyone else to catch fish. Because there is that saying that says, you give someone a fish, he eats for a day. And that's, you know, those are the trading setups and the signals that most people get from other communities. If you rely solely on signals to successfully trade, you will never be successful, because you need to know why you are entering those entries. Okay, because I have seen a lot of signals from people when I started out in the game that actually do not know why they want to enter the trade. They think it looks great, but they don't, you know, they can't put the technical analysis together to explain to you what is the probabilities of the trade. Okay, but teach someone to fish and they can eat forever, right? Just to finish that saying over there. And this is the goal of myself and Andy, is to teach everyone so that you can catch fish by yourself, so that you can eat forever and you don't rely on trading setups or signals from other communities. Right, and all we ask in return is that you smash up the like button and use the links down below to do your trading, because that is, you know, that is you giving back, and it costs you nothing extra, but you also benefit from the great, you know, the bigger sign-up bonuses and lowest trading fees. Right. Where's the background music? Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let's slap in some background music. I do feel a little bit silent over here, and the background music usually just gives a nice little vibe. So let me slap in some background music. That can like to be a very good question. And if anyone knows, I'm not sure if anyone knows where I can get very cool background music that I'm not going to get a copyright strike for, that's at least 2 hours long, because I can't just listen to a 3-minute song, because then I'm going to have to, you know, loop it somehow. But if anyone knows where I can get some really great music for background music, let me know. Okay. Let's do this. We can just put it softer to play there in the background. Okay, now we have some background music. Right, cool, legends. Let me just catch my bearings over here and go through some comments. Come guys, smash that like button. Yo, thank you so much. DJ Monte, I will subscribe 4 times for you. I am subscribed. I follow you and Andy yesterday. I miss you both on Saturday and Sundays. Yes, myself and Andy are not always live during the weekends. Me personally, I can only speak for myself. I really like to take a break from the chart over weekends, okay? Doing technical analysis every day can be extremely draining. And I really try and provide great technical analysis that has a lot of thinking behind it during the week, and it can be very draining, so I need to reset my brain over weekends. Okay, sometimes when I see crazy price action and obvious opportunities, I do go and chat to the Legends Pro community inside of Discord, and sometimes I'll even decide to do a live stream, but it's not a every Saturday or every Sunday I'm guaranteed to be live. Okay, I just, you know, we need to balance in our lives, I suppose. Okay, can you look at Polk? I will go through altcoin requests after I'm done here with Bitcoin, and we can go and look at some altcoins. Can you please check ADA? We are getting a dump, or is it consolidating? Hi Dewald, why am I not getting 0.88 in my FIB? How to get it? Right, very easy. You guys will see that I have the levels that matter on my FIB, and I don't mind sharing. Take a screenshot and then make sure that your levels are exactly like this, and you will have a 0.88. Okay, so just go and type just go type everything. Make sure that your ticks are where it's supposed to be. You can go and copy my settings over here, right? And then your FIB will look exactly like this. Cool. What else? Andy, Coin Census, Jason are the TA goats. Jewel, thank you so much. Love it. Queens, welcome. WeTube, Mr. Dewald, you're awesome. Royalty-free music, no copyright music. Google that. There's a lot. Okay, I will give that a go. I have tried to Google. I mean, I don't want to sound stupid over here. I have tried to Google copyright-free music, but I struggle to find songs that are an hour long at least. I usually get 4-minute, 5-minute songs. Okay, I need a song that's at least an hour long. And I have tried to play some normal music in the background, and YouTube removed the video from my channel because it was copyright. Okay, so it does. They do check for that. Okay, I can confirm they did remove the video from my channel because I played normal music in the background. Okay, injective protocol. If. Mana, I will go look at that. Search hip hop. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍 in where can I take profits? Okay, W. Oh, you guys are in the W token. Okay. Cool, legends. Now, okay. I just want to finish up the other two things that I'm looking at for over here, and then we can go and look at some altcoins, maybe look at some news, maybe look at what else. We'll see what else we can look at, because I want to speak about a couple of altcoin trades as well. Cool, legends. Right, so now I've discussed what I'm potentially looking for with a retracement here to the downside, okay? Maybe we're going to get that nice, beautiful higher low in a 3-wave corrective structure. You get acceptance and you find momentum. But I mean, from a simplicity perspective, legends, I know what I've explained over here can be very confusing, and some people don't grasp it fully yet, but with time you will start to grasp it. Okay, so from a simplicity perspective, what I'm looking at is the D-line strategy, and you will see that I have it already here, the D-line strategy. So you could be one of those people that says, I don't care what's going to happen over here, I'm going to wait for my alarm to go off and then I'll make a trading decision. Because when my alarm goes off, okay, I know why I'm entering. I'm playing the break-off trend. I know where to take profits. And I know where my risk management is going to be, depending on what wave. So if, you know, let's just play this out. We make a 3-wave corrective structure. We start breaking out. You know why you're entering. You know where to put your stop loss. You know where to take profits. This is the easiest trading strategy, and everything else that I've just shown you, okay, can be very complex and not everyone understands it. I get it, because it also took me a while to truly, you know, grasp all the technical aspects. Right, but you can still be an incredibly successful trader even if you know nothing about what I've just shared and you just apply the D-line strategy. Because all you need to know to be a successful trader is the 3 W's. Okay, why am I entering? Where am I taking profit? Where's my stop loss? That's all you need to know. Okay, and I have seen 3 very successful traders, extremely successful, and I'm talking about making millions of dollars per month, not just $1,000 a month. Extremely successful traders that only use the D-line strategy, but they play commodities and forex. They don't play the crypto market. Okay, so I've just seen it works beautifully on crypto as well, especially Bitcoin and some of our favorite alts. Right, legends. So this trend line, let's quickly talk about this trend line. This also looks like it could be a bump and run. What I specifically look out for a bump and run is that the 2 taps that you form at the top of the trend and then the massive fall to the downside. To me, that usually signals a great bump and run. 2 taps on top, that it gives you the momentum, and the massive crash to the downside. That's what you look out for when you are experienced in the D-line strategy. Ooh, beautiful taps, crash to the downside, bump and run could be playing out. And whatever price does here to the downside, when the trend breaks, you pay attention. Okay, so there could be a potential bump and run playing out here. And this is the simplest trading strategy that I can share with you. Okay. Right, legends. And then I just wanted to close it off to say that, well, Dewald, when you are speculating that the low could be in, there are 3 things that I look out for. The one I've already covered. I'm looking for a 5-wave impulse to the upside. Okay, so maybe this is still part of the first wave. We're going to make 1, 2, and then we're going to make the third wave here to the upside. And I've now covered these scenarios. Another scenario is you're waiting for, okay, a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you get the third wave. Each of these structures has to have 5 waves inside of it, and you want to see a 3-wave corrective structure. The structure is still very young. I can't see this yet. It's too fresh. I need price to develop a little bit more. You could get, okay, some people will get in over here thinking that it's the third wave, okay, and then cash out here at the bottom, only to form a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, an explosive third wave to the upside. But there's just not enough price action at the moment. The last thing I look for is a leading diagonal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. You make a higher low compared to this low, right? Contracting leading diagonal. I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and off to the races we go. Again, the structure, can you guys see the conundrum that we are in at the moment? The structure is too young for me to see that. So I'm very curious to see how the structure is going to develop, and can I see one of these 3 potentially playing out to confirm bullish momentum back to the upside. The only one that I can speculate on right now, based on the little bit of price action that we have, is this one. The potential retracement that we're now getting to the downside. Okay. Legends, now let's dive into some exciting altcoins, right guys? And all the alts that I'm showing you at the moment, okay, most of the alts that I'm going to show you here at the moment can be traded on weeks. Links down in the description on weeks. Really enjoying trading on weeks. I have literally 4x'd my weeks account. I wanted to put more money into my weeks account, and then I was just like, I've made so much profit with the money that I had in there. I don't really need to transfer more money in there. Okay, weeks also with the low trading fees. I am still in my TIA trade on weeks. I have a swing trade open there on weeks on TIA. And then Bluffin, 10% cash back when you sign up with Bluffin, the money that you put in your features account. The offer ends, I think, tomorrow. So please take advantage. Okay, right, legends. That is basically what I see here on the price of Bitcoin. Oh, another thing, just quickly, guys, what I wanted to show you, okay? Do you see this structure, okay, on the daily time frame? Just look at this structure on the daily time frame, okay? It still looks bullish, right? Very interesting, because I told you guys I've seen this movie before, okay? And then when you go back, okay, I've seen this movie before. You grind up, whoop, C wave to the downside, and you continue momentum to the upside. So it can still get choppy, but you can see momentum is choppy to the upside, and then you have a massive breakout. Okay, even, I mean, you could even compare this structure over here as to say that, you know, maybe that was the flash crash, but we're still expecting to come and claim the high. Okay, we can come down later, but you still expect to claim the high after a flash crash. Okay, and then you can go and claim the low again. No problemo. But I've seen this movie before, many times. And then when you look at that price action on the daily time frame, what I'm trying to highlight over here is, you know, don't let that scare the crap out of you, okay? That's exactly what I see here. Very similar. I've seen this movie before. Okay. That big dump down was good. Looks like a liquidity hunt down. Yes, dump pump. Yes, Sun Games, you are spot on. Dewald, could you explain the D-line strategy with an example? If you have not seen the D-line strategy, okay, I don't want to go into too much detail today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe. I can't promise anything. I will make Back to the Future 2. Okay, and for those of you that know exactly what I'm talking about, if you go onto my YouTube channel, right, and you select live, okay, scroll down until you see a thumbnail that says it's a purple thumbnail with Back to the Future car inside of it. There we go. Can you see it? Right? Back to the Future. Can you guys see that? Go check that out. In this live video, I didn't do any technical analysis. I basically back tested the D-line strategy and showed everyone that how profitable it can be. And I used link, the altcoin link, I used link to show everyone. So go check out this video. right? It will give you a little bit more information about the D-line strategy that I love to use, where to put your stop loss, where to take profits, how you need to sit on your hands, wait for the trade to play out, how to be robotic and not let emotions get the better of you. But I want to make a Back to the Future number 2, where I go into a little bit more detail about the D-line strategy. The D-line strategy is a very powerful strategy, especially if you can master it. Okay. A lot of people jump around between trading strategies because they think the strategy that they are using does not work and they are losing money. I can tell you now, most trading strategies are profitable. Okay, it is the 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗁 issue behind the trading strategy that's not persistent and consistent to make it a profitable strategy. And for the devs out there, you know exactly what I just said. Whew. 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗃, do you guys know what 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗃 is? Okay. Thank you, Dewald. Marco, absolute pleasure. Back to the Future 2 must be. Yes, I need to put some prep into that video. So I'm going to need a lot of prep time before I go live with that video. It's not always possible, but let's see. Maybe I can make a Back to the Future 2 very soon. Okay, do you make your own thumbnails, Dewald? They look really good. Yes, I do make my own thumbnails. And I have many companies that's approached me offering to make me thumbnails for me, and I actually enjoy making my own thumbnails. It's a creative thing, and it's a creative part of your brain. It's not technical, so I feel like I use both parts of my brain by making my own thumbnails as well, from a creativity perspective, and then I do the technical analysis, which is more the technical side of my brain. So yes, I do make my own thumbnails, and I actually do enjoy it. So if you are watching the stream and you want to offer to help me to make my thumbnails, the answer is going to be no. I really like doing it. And if you think they look crap, I don't care. I love them. Okay, nice job, bro. Thank you. I'm taking my chance on Bond. It's at the rock bottom, not yet leave the station and have a higher low, but I am unsure the wave in this token. I can go and check that out in a moment. Cool. Legends, what I want to do now is let's get back here onto the technical analysis. One trade that I am still keeping a very close eye on is inside the AI sector, and it is Layer AI. Okay, Layer AI still looks very juicy to me. I know this looks like a mess, but please bear with me. I went and I did some severe technical analysis this morning to say that, well, if we still dump further to the downside, where am I going to be very interested in buying? Okay, the first thing I want to point out, okay, on the larger time frame, let's go to the 4 hour. I know it looks messy. Please bear with me. We have broken trend. Okay, we have broken this trend, which is a bullish sign, and now we are just choppy on top, so maybe we can just pop out. Okay, and for this pop out over here, I have a trend to track. Oop, I deleted that fib extension. Okay, so back onto the 1 hour, you can see where we are from a larger time frame perspective. Okay, so if it continues to choppy over here, I'm keeping an eye on the break of trend. Okay, if Layer AI falls a little bit further to the downside, now I have a fib. Okay, this is why it looks messy at the moment. I have a fib from the low to the high. Okay, and now I have areas of confluence. I have a 50% fib level over here. And then when I take a corrective structure Fibonacci from this high to this low to this high, okay, because I want to measure if this structure is still going to be corrective, more corrective to the downside. Where are my targets? I have a 786 together with a 50% fib retracement. So if price comes down, it dips below and it gets acceptance back above, that's where I'm going to enter. But it has to get acceptance back above the level, not as it's falling. Okay. If we go down further, you have a very common corrective structure target, the 1-to-1 extension and the 0.618, and we know that these are very powerful levels. So if Layer AI comes down and it does this, I'm interested in a long, because I can, and the reason I'm looking for longs over here is because you could have such a great entry And when it breaks trend, you don't have to worry about entering over here. You can already protect your position, okay? Do you see how important risk management is to me? If I can catch an entry over here with great risk management, by the time it breaks out, I can already protect, put my stop loss above my entry, and then I have a free trade here to the upside, where people is going to tell me, Dewald, layer AI is breaking out, and I'm going to tell them, yes, that's where my entry is. Okay, so I'm giving you the education and the alpha over here. Andy, welcome in the house. Thanks for joining the live stream. The legend himself is in the house. And if you guys have not checked out Andy's channel, right, link down in the description. I always have Andy's link down in the description because he's just an absolute legend, okay? Down in the description, go and select more. And there is Mr. Andy himself, the legend in the house. Go and check him out. Follow, give him a follow on YouTube, and you will see that myself and Andy's technical analysis are very similar, but still different. But we come to the same answers, but we both love to educate. Okay, Andy the man in the house. Cool, legends. So layer AI, pay attention. I know it looks like a Picasso drawing over here. Okay, but now you guys see what I look for when I want to build some nice little trades here to the upside. So from a front running perspective, watch the trend. From a FIB retracement perspective, first area that I'm looking for is the 786 together with a 50% FIB level, because I like these little pivots over here, and it would be nice to grab all of that liquidity, stop everyone out, and get acceptance back above. It's usually such a beautiful scenario that plays out. Okay, stop everyone out, you get acceptance back above, you have a nice little tight stop loss, and then it breaks out and you have an amazing entry. Okay, further down, 618 1-to-1 extension, and I mean then we have the 1.236, which is in the golden zone, right? So pay attention. Okay, pay attention. I don't know if we're going to come down this low, but I mean these two levels to me is now the area of interest. Okay, cool. Now next token, AGI, Mr. A. Oh, is AGI left? I think AGI is left. I'm not sure, Mr. Rudy. I'm not sure if you're in the live stream, but I know you've highlighted this token. I'm currently in profits on Mr. AGI, but I think it is still at such a great place. Okay, AGI is still in such a great place. It has pumped ever so slightly to the upside, Mr. AGI, but the structure is incredibly bullish, legends. You have a beautiful low. You have, I've counted the waves inside here. You have a beautiful 5-wave structure to the upside. You formed a higher low, and yes, it is leaving the train station. Okay, it is leaving, but I still think it has the potential, okay, to come and claim the high and even go to the 1.618. And Mr. AGI can be traded on Weeks and Bluffin. Links down in the description. Okay. I started watching all of Andy's videos. Now I watch all the videos of both Andy and Dewald. Yes, Tiago. I mean, you know, just a personal story from my side. When I started out trading and I eventually found Andy on YouTube, I was just like, this is it. I have actually, for the first time, found someone that can teach me technical analysis, someone that can teach me risk management. I had a fairly good grasp on technical analysis by the time I discovered Andy, but Andy just like, I think he nailed the coffin for me closed for risk management. I really learned a lot from Andy from a risk management perspective. So go and check him out. He's an absolute legend. Okay. Maybe today we have some time to analyze Doge.gov. Mr. Diaz, yes. I will share with you the conundrum that we are in at the moment. Okay. I did do some homework on Mr. Doge.gov, but let's go and try and figure this out together today. I do see that a lot of people are very interested in Doge.gov, so I think it might be worth trying to figure this out together as a community today, because yeah, I will share with you in a moment. Right, so this is a trading setup that I'm potentially spotting over here. Okay, then legends, Miro. It is still above the trend. Whoever took the Miro trade here with me, okay, let's see how this is going to play out. But I still think as long as the price can stay above trend, okay, even if it gets choppy, it comes back for a retest, you know where your stop loss is supposed to go, you know why you are entering, and you know where to take profits. Okay, I do think that it can get a little bit explosive here for Miro, but as a day trader, I need to plan my trade and I need to take profits where I plan to take profits. Even if price goes higher, maybe I will take 60-70% of my profits over here and I will leave a moon bag open. Okay, right, cool. So Miro still looks great. And then TED. Andy's going to speak about TED in his live stream. I gave him something that I'm looking at over here. So I'm going to leave TED for Andy. Right. And someone in our Legends Pro community, okay, if I go here to our Legends Pro community, and I mean, I need to give credit where credit is due. Someone asked me, Mr. 𝗖𝗂𝗿𝗫 asked me for TED yesterday, and I did some technical analysis on TED. So thanks for pointing that out. If you are in the live stream, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Right. The Legends Pro community is absolutely on fire. Dewald, can you look at XRP? Goat and dot. Yo, all the altcoin requests somewhere in one sentence. Right. Cool. Legends. Now let's go through some altcoin requests. Okay. Cool. Because I mean, this is why most of you join the stream. You want to see your favorite altcoin. Let's use the TED ticker over here and I can go and look for some stuff. Okay, guys, if I don't get to your altcoin, right, it is what it is. But the first request I want to look at is 𝗬𝗬𝗃𝗍. Let's go and look at 𝗬𝗬𝗃𝗍. Now, I want to just quickly share the conundrum. As you can see, let me switch my face off. Okay, just to show Mr. Diaz over here, because maybe I'm just having a very blonde moment. I have searched for every 𝗬𝗬𝗃𝗍 that I could get my hands on, and I am still looking for one that has a lot of price data, and this is all I can find. Okay, first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Okay, that looks not too bad. Okay, and then the last one also doesn't look too bad, but I'm really struggling to search for Mr. 𝗬𝗬𝗃𝗍 with proper data, because I can see that it does have proper data. I just can't find the one that has the proper data. Okay, haven't seen check Fed can challenge. Okay, hi Dewald, could you check ETH? Yes. Dewald, can you check XRP? Yes, I will check XRP. Lots of appreciation for you, Dewald. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so I mean, based on the structure that I can see over here, okay, let's do technical analysis here on. That's not pretty. That's not pretty. Okay, let's do some technical analysis on the 1 hour. Now I just want to figure out which one it can like to be. It's not that one. Right. So I'm just really struggling to find proper technical analysis. And I know someone has sent me some links yesterday. The links doesn't work that pretty. I can't do technical analysis on those links. It only gives me view permission. Right, so I think I'm just maybe having a blonde moment with Mr. 𝗬𝗬𝗃𝗍. I don't know why it is so difficult to find this token on TradingView, but for the love of me, I am struggling. Okay, so let's use this one. Go on to the 4-hour time frame. Right, so if I look at the structure on the 4-hour time frame based on... Oh, it was it was me. It wasn't you. Okay, perfect. Yes, but I mean, I still can't access it to add it to my trading view. So it gives me view visibility, so I can see the chart and I can search for even the things that you've got there on top. But for the love of me, it doesn't want to include it. Okay, so I'm gonna do some more homework and see if I can try and get it into my trading view. But I think maybe I'm just having a blonde moment, but I'm struggling to get 𝗬𝗬𝗃𝗍 from that has more data. But anyways, on the 4-hour, Okay, don't actually need data past this point over here. You have a beautiful impulsive structure, and I went and I counted the waves, and it does look like a nice, beautiful 5-wave structure to the upside. So the question now is, we have a beautiful higher low. You have a low, you have a high, and a beautiful higher low. Okay, and there was your trend that we broke out from. Okay, so now you're either going to come back for a retest, but this low needs to be protected. Okay, and we're going to find upwards momentum. Just want to see if there's any nice, you see the conundrum that I'm sitting with over here. So I can only do high time frame analysis over here at the moment. So I wanted to see on the lower time frames if there is potentially a nice trend going to form over here where you can play the breakout. That's what I will be looking for. Is it going to form a nice trend where you can play the breakout? Okay, but this low needs to be protected because this structure is incredibly bullish as long as this low can hold. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there for Mr. Gov and go through some more altcoin requests. Maybe myself and Mr. Diaz will spend some time together in the pro community and we will figure this out so I can do some proper technical analysis on it. Okay, GOAT, look at XRP. Let's do XRP. Here we go. I did some XRP analysis yesterday and okay, the trend is still being respected. It has not broken out yet. I love to use, okay, the D-line strategy on altcoins. It's a very powerful strategy to use on altcoins, especially if you have massive momentum to the upside. You've already had a couple of successful breakouts, and now what I'm tracking here, okay, we can even go to the 1 hour time frame. We are potentially breaking out, but what I mean, yesterday I did say I've adjusted my trend to there. We faked out, and now I will adjust my trend again, because sometimes the trend is not finished forming, and it is quite an aggressive trend to the downside if you compare the degree of this trend versus the sharpness of this trend. Okay, I don't mind adjusting it until you get the true breakout to the upside. Okay, but I really like this little candle over there. I like that candle because you swept the liquidity, you got acceptance back above, and as long as this low can hold, okay, you have, and it forms a higher low over here, okay, just pay attention to the trend. It could break out and continue and come and claim the high again. So just pay attention, but it's not ready yet. It's not ready. Okay. I only shared it because Dewald can't find it on TradingView. It's not for anyone to buy. Yes, definitely. It's not for anyone to buy. You just, we just want to do some technical analysis. I am struggling to find it, but we'll sort that out. No problemo. We will sort that out. What else? What else? GOAT. Someone is asking for GOAT over here. Is this a meme? Must be a meme. It sounds like a meme. Let's do 𝗞𝗍. I think 𝗞𝗍 should have enough volume. Is GOAT a meme? Yes. Shoo. I had a check. Jasmine, please. Just want to see where we got the bounce. It is inside of the golden pocket. It has swept up the pivot liquidity. It does not look like a very pretty D-line coin. It has successfully broken out there, and now it has potentially already broken out. Okay, so one could argue that you have found support in the golden zone between the 618 and the 786. You have already broken trend, so you don't want to get back inside of the trend. You have claimed the liquidity below these lows. Okay, so this is a bullish sign over here. So this needs to be your protective low. And when I say protective low, I usually mean that's where your stop loss goes. That's your invalidation. Okay, let me just make it clear. Right, and it could be chopping maybe over here and find upwards momentum. Right, you have resistance. and you have resistance, and you have resistance above. But I mean, you can see here it already played out, broke the trend and took the high. Okay, this is just getting a little bit choppy over here, but I mean, this is the best technical analysis I can do on GOAT. There's not much else, right? There's no nice waves from an Elliott wave perspective that I can count over here. I also don't have previous data, so I'm just going to park Mr. GOAT over there and clean up the chart, and we can go and have a look at the next one. ETH. Yes, let's go and have a look at ETH. Mr. ETH. Ooh, ETH is breaking out. Okay. ETH can like to be breaking out very pretty over here. Okay. There was your bull flag. I just want to make sure that I'm on the right scale over here. Okay, cool. You're breaking out from trend. We didn't get a deep retracement to the downside, but it got choppy over here. It scared a lot of people. I did highlight some great buying opportunities. If you tap the 0.382 and the 50%, which we did not, it just continued momentum to the upside. And now we are where we are, right? So on ETH, what I like to do is to zoom into the smaller time frames and you play the momentum to the upside. Okay, so you can see that there was many successful trades on ETH. Okay, you break out, you claim the high. Beautiful. You break out, you claim the high every single time. You would not have been stopped out once. Okay, break out, claim the high. Break out, claim the high. And I mean, now what you want to see is, okay, is that the trend? Perhaps. Now you wait for the breakout. Okay, set your alarm. I'm not going to set my alarm here. I don't want to trade ETH. I've got a big spot back, so I'm quite happy with the momentum. But right now you wait, because things could get still choppy in here. So maybe it chops, and it breaks out. But maybe that low is the protective low. Okay. Exactly. I think it's exactly the same analysis that I've done on Bitcoin based on what I'm looking at over here. I want to see that form on ETH as well. Okay. Because ETH and Bitcoin, they are both two very mature markets, and the technical analysis that I usually apply on Bitcoin, I also apply on ETH. But now it's not in a trading zone for me to just do, I mean, from a spot perspective, by all means, knock yourselves out, okay? If you just want to invest and speculating on upwards momentum, but you need to be uncomfortable that if you buy over here and ETH chops to the downside, okay, you need to be uncomfortable to be underwater for a little while. Okay, TIA. Ooh, TIA, Mr. TIA. What is TIA doing? Because I do have a swing trade open on weeks on TIA. Okay, so we have broken trend. Just want to see something, yeah? I mean, TIA looks amazing. And this is why I have a swing trade open on weeks. If you'd like to come and trade on weeks with me, Mr. TIA over here, link down in the description where you get some of the lowest trading fees. Okay, and you only need an email and a password to sign up. But on TIA, I mean, I bought TIA over here. Okay, round about this zone, I bought TIA on weeks. And I added ever so slightly to my position when we had the breakout on the smaller time frames. This is what I spoke about during one of my live streams. If we get a breakout here on the 1 hour time frame, a successful breakout, okay, multiple candle closes above the trend, I'm going to I'm going to add to my position. So my entry is here somewhere in this zone, okay, but still far enough away that even if we get another flash crash to the downside, I don't get stopped out of my swing position. So I'm adding ever so slightly to my swing position to make sure that my entry is still far away enough that even if we get a flash crash, I'm still safe. If you add too much to your positions too soon, okay, and you add too aggressively, you could be stopped out. Okay, so you need to be gentle. You need to add a little bit. Ride the momentum slowly to the upside. Don't add too aggressively because you could be stopped out of your position before the real momentum continues to the upside. But I mean, TIA looks great. Okay, it's already done a couple of retests here on the trend. It actually already claimed the highs, but I mean, from a larger time frame perspective, I am going to start taking profits, a little bit of profits on my swing trade at $12. This is where I plan to take some profits at $12 with these pivots that can definitely offer resistance. And then maybe I'll leave a little bit of the position open to even come and claim the highs and even go to higher levels. But I am definitely, that's my trading plan. I cannot tell you guys what you need to do. No financial advice. I'm going to take some profits by $12 and I will share it here on the live stream. And then leave a moon bag open for the highs and even the 1.618 a little bit further up. Okay, $35. Will it happen? I don't know, but this is potentially a trade that's going to stay open for very, very long. And this is why I say you want to use an exchange that has relatively low fees. Okay, bond. People are asking for bond. Let's do KuCoin, because KuCoin has lots of data. Okay, let's look at it on the dot. I will go look at dot after this one. Okay. Ooh, I don't like this. Is this the right one? Bond breach? Please confirm, is this the right one? Bond breach, Christopher? Just let me know in the comments. Because if this is the one, I don't like it from an investment perspective. And the reason I don't like it, I'm not okay. And I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not saying that it can't do this. Please, okay, don't. But I'm an investor from a technical perspective. I look at technicals first, and then I look at fundamentals, whether I'm going to put it in my long-term portfolio or just day trade it. But I don't like the lower lows. It has not found the floor yet. It doesn't have a beautiful accumulation zone. You are still forming lower highs. So from an investment perspective, no, I'm not buying this. Okay, it's as simple as that. I want to see a higher low. You need to take that high. You need to start changing market structure. You need to take the high, make a higher low, and then I will get interested when I see that price action. But at the moment, in this zone, Christopher, I don't like it. Technically, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, dot. Let's have a look at dot. I mean, dot has absolutely exploded here to the upside. Okay, and this is still the scenario that I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm still expecting dot to come and claim the highs over here at $11, $12, because I can count a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside, and my conservative target on dot is $17 to $20, still in play. Okay. We have left the station. We have officially broken out of this long range that dot has been in. And yes, that number 2, ever so close, this number 2. Okay, someone is saying that ETH is pumping, right? It's still not in a trading zone for me at the moment. I need my 3 W's. Okay. Trump token. Is it called Trump? Trump USDT. Is it this one? Mexi. Let's go check it out. Oh, okay. Same thing. Okay, same thing. If this is the Trump token that you are talking about, I'm going to tell you now on the larger time frames, it does not look pretty. Okay. Guys, I'm not even going to analyze this. I'm just going to say it doesn't look pretty. You are still making lower lows. Don't like it. Okay, it's not something that I would invest in. I'm not saying it can't do that. All I'm saying is I don't like the technicals. And as a technical trader, when I like the technicals, when you have a beautiful higher low, okay, like layer, okay, this is what I look for. Technically, the structure looks fucking amazing. You have a low, you have a higher low, you have a nice run to the upside, you've made another higher low compared to this low. The structure looks amazing compared to Trump. Trump looks, it's technically an ugly structure. I don't like it. Okay, cool. What else? What would be great? Thank you. TNS, JW, TNS, USDT. Okay, and then I'll go look at 𝗬, link if possible. I mean, link. TNS, is it this one? Bybit. TNS, this is the only one. TNSR. This one says TNSR. Okay. Trying to find TNS and alt would be great. Okay, let's rather go and look at alt because this one doesn't, there's a TNSR. Okay, I don't see any other TNSs over here. Okay, let's look at alt. Alt USDT. Let's go check it out. Yo, it looks like I drew a smiley face here with 2 eyes. Let me just go take the scribble out. I have done some technical analysis on this token, and yes, the technicals looks way better. Okay, way better. Love it. Right. So what I like about the technical over here is that I don't know if this is the low. It just looks like this is where the data started, or where this is where they listed it onto the exchange. But you have found the floor. You have made a higher high. You have made a higher low. You're starting to change market structure. That's what I look for. You have broken out from trend, and potentially the momentum is going to continue here to the upside. Even with a retracement, the momentum is most likely going to continue up. Okay, first area of major resistance is at the 50% FIB level at 38 cents. So if you do have a spot bag and maybe you bought inside of this zone, I would say this is a great profit taking area. Okay. And because there's not a lot of price action over here that can offer resistance. Okay, so you're most likely going to find upwards momentum until you hit 50%. Okay, even if it comes with little retracements, I do think that that's a realistic target. Even the 618 at 45 cents. So that's quick and dirty analysis on alt. Someone asked for 𝗬. I think that's how you pronounce it. USDT. Does look nice. Okay. Technically, I like the low. I like the higher low. Now you've made a higher high and you've made a higher low. Okay. You have, there was a trend over there that you broke out from, but there's also a trend that you broke out from. But now it's in a no buy zone for me. Okay. I have no price action to determine resistance areas. All you can do is this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave here to the upside, or this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and it's going to explode to the upside. But I mean, it's just not in a trading zone. Okay, you already broke trend there to play the breakout, and it's running. What can I say? It's running here to the upside. Okay, on the smaller time frames, you can see a small little breakout of trend. Okay, you have to be patient, right, legends? If price is running and you are not in the trade, please don't FOMO in. Wait for price to slow down. It will slow down at some point, okay? And you play the damn breakout, because I see people FOMOing into trades, and sometimes you get lucky, but you're going to burn yourself, okay? There's some trend line breakouts that you could have played over here. Not pretty, but I mean, you know, it's respecting them pretty well. There's a breakout. There's nothing there. You wait. Okay, you don't trade over here. If you missed this trade, you don't do anything over here. Okay, it's not in a trading zone. There's no trend there. Okay, if you miss the trade, you have to sit on your hands and wait for price action to show you what it needs to show you. Okay. Right, legends, but we need FOMO. That's what sends the price higher. Yes, we need FOMO, but you don't want to be the FOMO, right? Okay, if you buying in over here, you are the FOMO, right? You create the FOMO, and then maybe you get lucky. Okay, ooh, nice profits. I told you guys. Okay, that's what I hear often. I told you. Bam. Crap, I didn't take profits. Layer breakout 15 minutes. Really? Is it can like to be breaking? Oh, layer finally. I know. Okay, I'm looking at the 1 hour trend. I mean, yes, guys, let me just clean up the kitchen here. I know it looks very confusing, okay? But I'm looking at this trend over here. I'm looking at this trend. I'm waiting for this breakout on layer or layer AI. Okay. Quick peek at 𝗬cie. Let's do 𝗬cie. 𝗬cie. If I'm not mistaken, 𝗬cie has done some incredible stuff here too. Ooh, I mean, 𝗬cie, Mr. 𝗬cie is gone. 𝗬cie is gone. I do think that 𝗬cie still has potential to come and hit the 1.618. It has an incredibly bullish structure, and it has the potential to go and reach 8 cents. Okay, this is not a zone where I FOMO into a trade, especially if you have claimed the March highs already. Okay, this is why I like tokens like AGI, for example, because look at how far it is from the March highs. Even if you buy here from a spot perspective, still far away. Okay, 𝗬cie is here. Okay, don't FOMO into trades. Can you see 𝗬cie has already tapped the 1-to-1. AGI, for example, is still very far away, right? I'm looking, if I have to add something to my spot bags today, I will look for coins like AGI, for example. Okay, Myro, I will even look at Myro. I will look at many other altcoins, but not 𝗬cie. Now, if you want to trade 𝗬cie, that's a different discussion altogether. Okay, you need to wait for a trend to form. And this trend just looks very, very steep. If you think that is a trend, okay, it's a very steep trend over there. You need to go and backtest the D-line strategy on 𝗬cie to see how it respects the trends. Okay, so not in a trading zone for me at the moment. There was a trend break. Here was a breakout, beautiful breakout on 𝗬cie. Okay, now you need to wait. Right. Weeks, get $20,000 sign-up bonus plus 0% maker and 0.0% taker fee. Crypto Big Brains, you damn right, right? Down in the description of this video, legends, is where you will find Bluffin. Only an email and a password to sign up. You get that 10% cash back for the money that you deposit in your features account that you can use towards fees, trade with. Okay, and then Weeks, one of the exchanges, only an email and a password to sign up with. Low maker fee, low trading fees. And if you are in a land of not so free trading and you want to maybe consider a bit of a leverage trade, these are the 2 platforms for you. Okay, right, legends. This is unfortunately all I have time for today. A little bit of a shorter live stream, and I do appreciate every single one of you. Smash up the like for the education over here. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I do apologize if I didn't get time to go through your specific altcoin, and I will definitely get through it maybe tomorrow. Okay, maybe tomorrow we'll do an altcoin marathon. What do you guys say? Tomorrow we do an altcoin marathon. I'm going to go through my entire list over here. My entire list. I'm just going to go through it and say, buy, not buy, let's go, crap, don't buy this. Let's just do an altcoin marathon tomorrow. Yeah, let's do a marathon. Anyways, legends, have a fantastic day. I will check you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.